Good morning, friends. Well, it's morning for me. You got me drinking some water while my recording started. So, today we're continuing with what we talked about last week. Now, I'm going to try something new, and I hope that it works out, and I hope that you enjoy it. This is what I talked about last week, that we would have a possibility of you doing the interactive parts of these slides. And I'm going to help you out with that because it can be kind of confusing even for the students that are in the room. So I'm going to do this sort of along with you. I'm not going to give you any of the answers. I'm not going to hold your hand. You still need to answer the questions. But I'm going to show you how this is going to work. Okay, right? When I say pause, next time I say that word, you need to pause and click. The next time, you need to stop this video, go to the description, and click on the link that I've left in the description, or highlight and go to that website, or retype it in if you can't highlight and copy. I'm not sure if you can on your Chromebooks. Anyway, when you do that, it will take you to. Let me get to the right thing. I'm going to be jumping around a lot. It'll take you to this website. This is called Pear Deck, which is what we used last week, but I did all the driving. You actually are going to be able to do the student version of this that you can drive. I'm still going to go through the whole thing at my speed that I think you can handle, but if you want to rush through and get through it, well, that's up to you. If you want to take the risk of not really understanding something and having to come back to the video anyway, just go ahead and take this time. It's only going to take about 20 minutes. This is not a long lesson. We're just going to review what we talked about last week with the musical alphabet, and you guys are going to start creating some music today. Okay? So don't close out of this video. Open a new tab with your lesson, and you can just listen, and you can go back and forth and watch. But I will say, next slide, click this, do this, so you can hear instead of having to look. But if you get lost, come back to the video and see what, because you're going to see exactly what you're seeing on your screen on my video. Okay, first thing you're going to see is, first thing you're going to see is a little check-in. You always need to check in how you're doing before you start your day. Am I doing well? Am I okay? Am I not very good? And I'm going to be honest, I'm okay today. I'm not feeling super great, but I'm going to click on that. If you don't want to answer at all, you can click skip. This doesn't show me anything. I don't get those answers. It's not going to tell me Bobby said this, Jimbo said this, Suzette said this. I don't get that. That is just for you. Okay, when you click on that, it's going to take you to the first slide. This is your first slide. And I'm going to move my picture over here. This should be out of the way. We'll see. But you have 4 answers to this question. Review. What are the 4 notes in the spaces in a treble clef staff? A, B, C, D, D, F, A, C, F, A, C, E, or L, M, N, O. So click on one of those answers for me. I'm not going to answer definitively. I'm going to leave one of these answered. Doesn't mean that it's the right answer. Doesn't mean it's the wrong answer. I'm just going to click on one of these, but you need to click on one of these answers. I'm just going to click on A, B, C, D, just because it's the first one. It could be the right answer, could not. That's up to you. Anyway, when you answer, I'm going to be able to come over to my teacher screen and see what you all have answered. And again, it doesn't show me who answered. It just shows me how many of you answered on here. Okay? It shows me what you answered and how many of you. So it'll show me 1 person answered this, 20 million people answered this one. Okay? So let's go back to your screen. When you're ready, and you've clicked your answer that you want, you're going to click the next arrow. Okay? So I'm going to click the next arrow, and now. All right, so yay, if you said F-A-C-E, you were right. F, A, C, and E are the notes on the treble clef staff spaces. Remember last week we talked about spaces, and face rhymes with space. But here's the thing. I have another question. You need to tell me. Does it go Does it go F-A-C-E? Does it go F-A-C-E? Does it go F-A-C-E? Your next slide, when I say next, you are going to tell me where the F goes. Where does the F go? And you're going to do that by taking this little thumbs up guy. You can just click. You don't have to drag him. But that little thumbs up dude needs to go on wherever you think the F for F-A-C-E goes. So if you think the F is here, click that. If you think the F is here, if you click the F here, F here, F here, F here. I'm just going to put the thumbs up right here next to the pear guy because it looks like he's giving me a thumbs up now. But you need to give me the right answer. Okay? And again, when I come back here eventually, later, I will see who answered where, and it shows my little thumbs up right here, so I will see where you are, and it'll show, hey, that's my little character's name. His name is Goose. Goose is answered over here, and that is obviously incorrect because it's not any of these 4 answers like I asked you to do. Okay, back to your slide. When you're ready, click Next. Okay. Now tell me where the where the A is. See that I filled in the F? So obviously you could go back to the slide before and change your answer. I'd appreciate if you didn't do that. Actually, I would. I would like for you to go back and fix your mistakes. I changed my mind. Go back and fix your mistakes. If you said the F was on the 2nd space or the 3rd space or the 4th space or in outer space way up here, woo! Thumbs up over here. I want you to go back and fix it. Okay? Learning is all about fixing our mistakes and going back and saying, hey, I messed up, but I'm going to fix it. So where does the A go, though? Where does the A go? So if we're spelling face, obviously you want to put the A where the next letter should be, right? If we're spelling face. Okay, well, again, he's going to go, I'm going to give this A a thumbs up now. When you're ready, go to the next one. And I think you can tell where this is going. What's the next letter? C. Tell me where C goes. You done? Good. Okay. So C goes on that 3rd space. Good job. Now take it, and this is the easiest one. If anybody gets this one wrong, I might just light myself on fire. Put the E in its correct spot. Do it. Put the E in the correct spot. Where does E go? Where does E go? Does it go inside the treble clef? Does it sit there? I'm going to give the treble clef a thumbs up. Okay. Oops. So my little character Goose guy has given 3 very funny but very wrong answers. Hopefully everybody else will answer correctly, especially this one. All right? You're going to answer this one correctly, right? Right? Okay. Next. I have written most of a melody. This is 2 measures of 4 beats each, so that is 8 beats of a melody. And I've written F, A, F, F, C, A, and I got a big old box right here. And then I have a quarter rest, which goes sh for 1 beat. So that is 7 beats that I have written, 1 beat that I have left blank. I want you to please put this taco on F, A, C, or E. You have 4 options. We're only talking about F, A, C, and E. This is your little composing moment to begin. I'm going to give you more freedom in a minute, but right now this is your only thing you get to do is write this 1 note. And I'm going to play all 4 options for you. I'm going to play all 4 options on my recorder, and I want you to listen, and whichever one you think sounds the best. And this is the nice thing about music. There's no real wrong answer. If you like the sound of it, and that doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. So if you're the only one that puts, if I come back and you're the only one who put the taco on E, that is a new sentence, taco on E. If you're the only one who put a taco on E, that's okay. Because I think all of these sound cool, but to my ears and the way that I like to listen to music and the way I like my music to move, it's going to be different. Okay, so let's start with F. So if you put your taco here, this is what it's going to sound like. No, I played that incorrectly immediately. You heard that I played 2 Fs instead of an F and an A at the beginning, right? Okay. I'm going to play it correctly this time. So that's F for your final note that you get to choose. Here's what A sounds like. Okay? That sounds nice. But that's where A is. Here's C. Okay, and here is E. Notice that we've used F, A, and C in the beginning of this melody, but we haven't used E yet. So let's see if we add this new note in there that we haven't used yet. Okay, so make your choice. Where does that taco go? Personally, I think Goose, my very smart alecky student character that I'm playing, is going to give it to the pear, because that pear looks hungry. I think that pear could use a taco. So you put your taco on one of these notes. I'm gonna keep on putting my pointers in fun places. Okay. So F A F F C F. What's your note there? Okay. When you're ready, click next. All right. This one might be confusing. You're seeing this on your screen right now. You're seeing the small version of the slide off to the left, and then you're seeing this big Quavers thing. Do not use the Quaver thing. Quaver doesn't like playing with other websites. I wish it did. I wish that you could play with Quaver right here and not have to go anywhere else, but I need you to open a new tab. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. See this big old honkin' red arrow right here that's pointing at this little link right here that says www.quavermusic.com. At the end, you need to click on that, and it will take you to the correct tab. See, open a new tab, and it's taking me to Quaver, which is Q Composer Lite. So you're going to use Q Composer Lite, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. You need to go back to this tab, and you need to go to here, to the next slide. Doesn't matter. See, the Q Composer Lite is still open. You can go to the next slide. This is completely separate. It's not going to mess anything up. But notice that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red boxes. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beats on the top row. Don't do the second row. I just want you to write 2 measures of 4 beats each, writing using quarter notes only. So, quarter notes say ta. And if you notice, actually I'll talk about that in a second. Only use the space notes. Only use F, A, C, and E, because that's what we're talking about. I want to make sure that you can write F, A, C's, and E's. You need to write 4 beats of melody. You're going to make up your own tune. So I'm going to go to Smart Notebook and show you what I mean. So this is the same slide that I showed you before, but it's just with the red boxes. Okay. So the red boxes are here, and I can drag these quarter notes up there. So for instance, when you put your note over a certain part of the measure on Quaver, it's going to highlight it just a little bit. It's hard to see. Well, it may just be my screen. But on your screen on Quaver, it'll show it a little bit easier. Anyway, so you're going to take your quarter notes, just the quarter notes, just the ones that say ta, just for the steady beat sounds. I want you to put F, A's, C's, and E's on your 2 measures, which is 4 beats. Which is 8 beats, 4 beats in each measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, your only rule, the only hard and fast rule is that you need to use F's, A's, and C's, and E's only. No line notes. No line notes. Okay? No line notes. Just F, A's, C's, and E's. I just want to make sure that you got it. So, if I go back to the Quaver site instead of the Smart Notebook, I'm going to now show you this. As you put notes and take them off, you'll see that the rests are going to start changing a little bit. So this is a whole rest. It takes up all 4 beats. It's just one little sign that says, hey, this whole measure is quiet. It's all 4 beats is quiet. All 4 beats are quiet. I'm going to take a quarter note. I'm going to put it on F. And see that it's got it's a little bit easier to see if I lean down, like right here. There's a little red box that appears. You see that it's showing me a green bar across. That shows me that I'm doing F. If I go up to this one, it shows me I'm doing A and C and E. If you accidentally put it on a line, don't panic, don't freak out, don't flip your computer over. Just take it and move it back down onto the next one. By the way, the boxes show you what part of the beat you're on. It shows you green for on the beat, so ta, 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 ta. Or red for off the beat on the half beat. Ta, D, ta, D, ta, D, ta, D. I'd like for you to put all of your notes on the beat, but if you really want to write something off the beat, fine. Again, only F, A's, and C's and E's though. So I'm going to write something very, very easy. Do not copy my work unless you really like the sound of it, and then you can copy, but then change it a little bit to something you like, something that is different. Don't just straight up copy what I'm doing. I'm showing you how this works. It's just a little demo, so you can have some fun with this in a second. It is 8 o'clock. We have a new bell system. It's a nice little electronic bell instead of the big old bells outside that hurt your ears. Hurt my ears, definitely. Okay. So I've written 8 beats of I've written 2 measures, 8 beats long of a melody using F's, A's, C's, and E's. Okay? I could play this on my recorder. I could play it on my recorder, but the nice thing about technology is that it can play it for you. Okay? So when you're ready and you've written all 8 beats, or whenever, you can have 2 beats done and you say, okay, I want to hear how this sounds. You can press this play button. Listen. And that's exactly what I just played on my recorder. I'm turning it up a little bit. I'll play it again, just in case it was too quiet. I can't hear what's going on over the microphone. So let's see. I like that. If you're not happy with what you hear, though, or if you just want to change it just for fun, you can take your notes and move them around. So I moved my E note, that high note. I didn't really like the way that sounded with everything else, so I moved it down to an A. I skipped over C and I moved it straight down to an A. So we have F, F, A, F, A, F, C, A, F. Okay? So, I could go with that. I could like that. But if you're not happy with it, you can keep on changing it. So, when you are done, I would like for you to, I haven't figured out a good way of doing this yet. I would like for you to write down the letters that you use. I would like for you to write down the letters. So for instance, if I did F, A, F, A, F, C, A, F, F, A, F, A, F, C, A, F, I'm going to take that and I'm going to show you on the Smart Notebook just so you can see what I want to see. But on your quiz that you're going to see for today's lesson, the text box in the assignment is going to say, type in the letters that you used. So you're going to type in whatever letters you used in order. So I'll know, hey, you did quarter notes, so I'm going to show this as quarter notes. F, space A, space F, space A, space F, space C, space A, space F. Man, saying all these letters in space really makes you tongue-tied. So I have F, A, F, A, F, C, A, F. And then, am I correct? F, A, F, A, F, C, A, F. And if you want to give a boop, 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 a big space so I know where your measure is, cool. You don't have to do that, but if you want to do that, that's cool. And I'm going to take those, I'm going to plug them into the Quaver grooves, or I might just play it on my recorder. And I'm going to see what your melodies sound like. In the future, hopefully I can figure out a way of you guys like recording your screen or sending me a screenshot so I just see what you wrote. But I'm not sure what your Chromebooks can do. I'm going to have to talk to Miss Nord, our media specialist, about that. Oh, another fun thing you can do is you can go over here and this changes the steady beats, changes the tempo. So moderato is moderate, medium. It's a medium-sized shrink. It's not too much. Largo is slow. So let's listen to what Largo sounds like. Okay, but I want to hear it really fast. So presto means fast. Presto. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to go back to your slide. When you're done, all you have to do is X out of your tabs on your student side of the thing. So when you're done, just X out. When you're done with the Quaver, X out. If you want to come back later, this link will stay open. I'm going to keep it open until the end of the second 9 weeks. that way you can keep on coming back, okay? So this will stay open until the end of the school year, until the end of December, okay? So if you're late and you're like a new student, or if you haven't done this yet and it's December now and it's December 21st and grades are about to close, I'm glad that you're here doing your work now, but do it, okay? Okay. Is there anything else that I can think of that you need to answer? No. So, when you go to your exit ticket, it's just going to be a little text box, and it's going to say, type in your notes that you use. And you're going to type in CAFECAFFFFF. Whatever you typed in, those 8 beats that you made, type those in. I will take those, and I will perform them myself, and I will hear your lovely music. Listen to it. Press the play button that I just showed to you. Play it. I want you to hear your own music. You're making your own music now. That's so cool. Okay. I'll see you next time. Write me if you have any problems. I think there might be an issue with this past week's lesson. Maybe not for this grade level, but if there are any issues that you can't do your exit ticket, write me, okay? Please, 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 please write me. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.